In the United States, Phoenix in Arizona had a 19th straight day of at least 43.3 degrees or more. Even the nighttime temperature hasn't fallen below 34 degrees.
Heat again today. Phoenix set to reach a high of 117 this afternoon. That would top the current record high of 115.
This desert city is used to heat, but Phoenix has never experienced anything as sustained and ferocious as this. Even in the early morning, it's brutal. For 19 days, the temperature has been above 110 Fahrenheit or 43 centigrade, breaking the record set in 1974, and there's no end in sight. It hasn't rained here for almost 4 months, desiccating the landscape and the people.
Arizona's weather is bone piercing. I mean, from the cold to the heat, like it literally, it touches your bones.
Well, it's miserable.
Sandy Gardner has been trying to keep her favourite maple tree alive, but she's losing the battle. The sign proclaims her house is the home of the free, but she's now a prisoner of the changing climate.
I can't take the dogs out when I want to. I can't do things that I would normally do, like go for a walk, you know, or I just get chores done and go back inside.
But for some here, it's not just uncomfortable, it's deadly.
It is hot here. You got a lot of people that are dying because of the heat. I had a couple friends the other day that died of the same thing, heat stroke.
Outside a luxury gated community are the poor souls for whom the street is their home.
The combination of the heat and getting high and falling asleep in the heat, it's not good. You can die. You can die very easily.
I'm just drenched in sweat, nowhere to go, getting kicked out of places because I'm sleeping in, you know, the pool areas or wherever I can.
Matt Hendry knows these struggles, but he's got off the streets and now works to save those who are still there.
Being out here on the street, like in this extreme heat, it's very deadly. People, we're hearing reports all the time of people passing out and dying, and every year people die in the streets. You're talking about the asphalt gets like, what, almost 200 degrees on the asphalt. People get burned all the time, and then just when they don't have the water that they need to stay hydrated, it's just a deadly combination.
For those with nowhere else to go, this isn't just a heat wave to be endured. This is a climate crisis they are trying to survive, day by scorching day.
So records broken in Phoenix, where Dan is, and also in Rome, from where James will join us in a moment. Dan, maybe we can come to you first. Is there likely to be any let-up in these extraordinary temperatures anytime soon?
It's remarkable, Tom. There's no end in sight to this. You look at your kind of forecast on your phone, which goes about 10 days out, and it's predicting it's going to be 46 to 48 degrees every single day. But what's even more astonishing is the low temperature overnight, low if you can call it that, is still 32, 33 degrees overnight. So there is no respite for anyone here at all. There are dust storms that are being kicked up. Normally they bring rain with them at this time of year. We saw one of these dust storms as we flew in, but there's been not a drop of rain here for 117 days. And part of the reason for that is as the air gets heated here, it holds more moisture, and this is exactly what climate change scientists were predicting, that places like this that are arid get less rain, and instead it deluges further north in North America, and we've seen that in Vermont and other places in the last few days. This is exactly what they were predicting, and it is exactly the people who are suffering as predicted, the poor and those who are most vulnerable.